Have you ever had a grand vision for like this brand new song you want to introduce to your congregation, come only to realize that when it comes time for sound check, your team didn't learn or practice the song at all? You sent the set list, made the planning center notes, you even dropped like a group text reminder, and still nobody practiced. You got a drummer learning the song during sound check, like a background vocalist who is guessing the harmony on the fly, or your lead guitar player is asking, is there a lead line during the intro? I'm sure you've been there before. I have been there before many times. It is so frustrating. And you might feel like this is just how it is and how it's going to continue to be. But I would just ask you, like, what if this isn't just a practice problem? What if we reflected a bit and recognize there might be a leadership opportunity here? So today, in this video, we're going to talk about what to do when nobody on your team practices and how to respond in a way that builds trust and ultimately will actually help your team want to get better. Let's start with the tension, the true high-level tension here. You want to lead a team that is prepared, but you also want to be patient with people who are giving their time. You want excellence over here, but you don't want to sound somewhat entitled, right? This is a real tension we feel in worship and tech ministry. You're trying to build a team that's spiritually and musically prepared, and we just end up feeling stuck between nagging and lowering our standards, which is a very dangerous place to find ourselves in. I get it. Like, most of your team are volunteers with full-time jobs, families, and just plenty of other priorities. But I just ponder this one thing. Spiritual maturity and musical preparation, I just don't believe that they're competing values. They do go together. Your job isn't to just make sure that songs are tight. I really do think our job is to shepherd a culture where preparation matters, right? Like, I don't know. So how do you do that when nobody practices? It can seem near impossible. I want to talk about 3 simple shifts we can make. And I want them to be really practical, okay? Like shifts we can make this week. Shift number 1, connection. Let's talk about this idea of connection. We need to stop assuming and start asking before we jump into correcting. We need to start by connecting. Like, instead of saying, why didn't you practice? What if we tried and said, like, hey, how did prep go this week? Was anything in the way? You know, that question, it's so disarming. I think it really does do 2 specific things. It shows that person that you care about them, not just like the music, right? It gives you insight into why people aren't practicing. Sometimes it's a scheduling issue, right? That could be genuine. Sometimes it truly is intimidation. It's like they just feel underprepared to even learn that song. Sometimes they just don't even necessarily know how to practice. No one's ever taught them how to or what to practice. So TLDR here, like, you cannot fix what you don't understand. So ask first. Moving into shift number 2, I want to talk about clarity. How do we make practice obvious and simple? Like, if you want people to practice, you have to define like what prepared means. That might sound like, hey, watch this video and learn your parts by Friday. Or, you know, saying like, focus on the harmony parts on the bridge. This electric guitar lead is essential. You know, we're not really talking about micromanaging in that way. We're talking about clarity. You can even take it, I would say you could take it one step further. And this is very practical. Just like record a 30-second phone video of you saying, like, hey, team, here's what I want you to listen for. Here's where we need to be locked in as a team, right? Short, simple, clear. That face-to-face video really can go a long ways. So don't sell it short. But, you know, preparation becomes way more doable when people know what a win looks like, okay? And that kind of brings us to shift number 3, the culture. How do we make rehearsal a reward, not like this rescue mission, right? If you're treating rehearsal like damage control, been there, no judgment, your team will too. They just will. But what if rehearsal became a space where we could provide like this opportunity for preparation, and that preparation was celebrated, right? And like call it out when somebody shows up ready. There's no harm in that. It's actually all good, I believe. Like, hey, I noticed you had your part dialed. And that just made a massive difference for the team. Thank you so much. I just believe that kind of encouragement multiplies. It just goes so far beyond you. You're not just rewarding behavior. We're like building a culture here. Again, it's about culture. And that culture just becomes contagious, becomes something that is so beyond you. And that's where things I do believe get exciting. So to recap here, we have got to connect with our people. We have to ask before we assume, right? And then clarity. Clarity is so important. We have to define what the prep work looks like. And then we get to reap the benefits of culture, where rehearsal becomes something that is worth prepping for. You know, if you're frustrated that your team isn't practicing, don't just complain. I really would encourage you to coach, right? And if you want help coaching your team better, and I've been there, we've got so many tools to come alongside and help you. If you want to start shifting the culture this week, grab the free team night guide. It is a great conversation starter. And when you're ready to go deeper, check out the MxU platform. We shamelessly say, like, it is the only platform that will truly develop your team for you. You can assign instrument-specific training, set expectations, build a culture where just prep is normal, right? You don't need a more professional team. I just want to remind you of that. You don't need to go pay more contractors. You just need to lead the team you already have. And here's the key, you need to lead them on purpose. So as always, thank you for watching. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe. It just helps us grow this channel and help other churches like you. We will see you next time.